Hi everyone. So in this video we are going to discuss this Leetcode problem of the day, and which is count number of homogeneous substrings. So I do a similar screencast of Geeks or Geeks problem of the day as well. So in case you are interested in that, you can also watch that video. And this is going to be a screencast. That means I have not solved this problem yet. I'm just going to solve it right now. So basically, it says that we have been given a string. Fine. We have to return the number of homogeneous substrings. Okay, so they have defined that the homogeneous substring is a substring where all the characters are same, right? So let me just have this sample test case. Okay, so right now, what you can essentially do is, if you have a string like this, right? So let's say you start from here. This is the maximum string that you can take. Why? Because as soon as you venture into this particular character, the character will be different and it cannot be a homogeneous substring. Now, if I talk about these two characters, right, these two characters are same, this whole can be one substring, but are there any more substrings which I can form from this particular string? Right, there can be more such strings and we'll discuss about them in a while. Similarly, this can be considered as one block and this can be considered as one block. So we have divided the string into different blocks which all have same characters. Now let me just take this one particular block. If I take the whole string, all the characters are same, this is considered as one homogeneous string. If I take the first two characters and the last two characters separately, these will be two homogeneous substrings. If I take only one single character, these will be three homogeneous substrings. So the answer or the contribution of a string of length 3 is going to be 1 plus 2 plus 3. So this is nothing but n into n plus 1 by 2, which is essentially the sum of all the values till n, right, 1 to n, right. So this is the contribution that each string of size n is going to make, and the condition that we have is all the characters must be same in that string of size n. So we basically have to calculate this particular value. So how can we essentially do it? What we can do, we have to just find the whole thing modulo 10 raised power 9 plus 7. So the values are up to 10 raised power 5. So let's say we at maximum we are going to have this scenario 10 raised power 5 into 10 raised power 5 plus 1, right. So it will be around 10 raised power 10 divided by 2. We can make the whole calculations in long and we don't have to worry about the calculating the inverse modulo then, right. So I'm just going to take everything in long just to avoid overflow and avoid taking like the inverse. So first of all, I am just going to define the mod. Right, so this is the mod value and I'm going to define a couple of variables. So this is going to be answer and my current. So answer is equals to 0 and current is equals to 1. That means it is the current size of the string, and intn is equals to s dot size, and int I is equals to 1, I is less than n, I plus plus. Cool. So if s of I is not equals to s of I minus 1, that means one of the string has ended, right. So I'm going to add some value to my answer. So long new value, let's say I'm just going to calculate it, new value as current into current plus 1 by 2, right. And let me just take the modulo with 10 raised power 9 plus 7 mod, and I'm just going to add it to my answer plus new value mod, right. Now I have to reset the size of my current, so that is why I set it to 1, else I'm just going to increment my value of current by 1. Now at the end I have to do the same thing, because for the last characters we don't have a termination point, so I have to do it one more time at the end. I don't have to do this part, just this one. So I'm just going to return my answer, and this is it. I believe this should work. Let me just check. So we're getting accepted here. and let me quickly run this. So yeah, it is also accepted and this approach is correct. So the idea was very simple. We just have to take substrings, right? And for each substring, we can find how much more this particular substring can contribute, right? So as I've already explained in this example, this particular substring of CCC can be reframed as 2C here, 2C here. So in this case, these two will contribute separately and then these three will contribute separately. The only different part is this part. Here what is happening, let's say this is the last two A's. So we are never able to calculate the answer for these last two A's. So that is why we have to do it like this. Otherwise, what you can also do is you can include a question mark at the end or any random character at the end, so that whenever this character is different, then this part will also be calculated, right? So either of the method is correct. So let me just show you what I'm saying. What all I'm saying is you can remove this part and you can do let me just do it at the end. S plus is equals to question mark. So you have to include any character which is not present in the string, right? So this should also work. Let me just quickly run this first. So if I submit this, you see this is also getting accepted, right? Both of the approaches are correct. This is just to make sure that the last characters are also evaluated. For example, these two A's, right? So this is how you can solve this problem, and that was it for this video. I hope that you guys were able to understand the solution, and do consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel. I'll be trying to post more such screencasts, including contest screencasts as well. So let's just hope everything goes well, and that is it for today. Keep coding, stay safe, bye bye.